I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world?
Imagine Taehyung, one of BTS's brightest stars, suddenly appearing in an exclusive interview. The camera focuses on his calm face, but his eyes hold tension. As he takes a breath and begins to speak, one sentence from him immediately makes the K-pop world pause for a moment. There are many things that we have kept quiet about, but now it's time to speak. From that sentence alone, millions of fans around the world immediately hold their breath. What really happens behind the glittering curtains of HYBE, the giant agency that has been known to make BTS famous? Why did Taehyung, who is known to be calm, loyal, and almost never mentions controversial things, finally decide to speak up? A shocking confession. In an unexpected interview session, Taehyung begins to open the pages that have been locked tightly. He doesn't mention names explicitly, but the narrative he builds slowly forms a picture of an internal dynamic that is far from perfect. "I can't always smile in front of the camera and pretend that everything is okay," he says. The sentence sounds simple, but for fans who have always thought that BTS members live in absolute happiness, this is a hard slap. According to him, there are phases in their careers that are very mentally draining. He mentioned the increasing pressure, the almost inhuman public expectations, and the injustice in decision-making behind the scenes. "There are times when we feel like products, not people," Taehyung said, his gaze blank but honest. This statement immediately made thousands of fans pour out their worries on social media. Many felt devastated, considering how they had always considered BTS a symbol of happiness and strength. HYBE. Successful agency or pressure machine? HYBE, which has always been revered as a visionary and progressive agency, suddenly found itself in a different spotlight. The glamorous side that was usually shown, grand concerts, Billboard charts, global collaborations, suddenly looked like a mask covering the bitter reality of the artist inside. Taehyung did not reveal everything explicitly, but through his implied statements and body gestures, it was clear that there was deep emotional tension. He also mentioned how some important decisions are often made without the members' full involvement. "I just want to be heard. We all just want to be heard," he said softly. Fans divided, support or shock. The response from ARMY, BTS's fanbase, was very mixed. Most showed full support for Taehyung. They praised his courage to speak out, despite knowing the risks. Many of them also began to question how the Korean entertainment industry treats its idols. However, there were also quite a few who felt confused and worried. "All this time we believed HYBE was a safe house for them. But it turns out there was another side that we didn't know," wrote one fan on Twitter. This surprise also sparked a heated discussion in the media. Many began to highlight how the K-pop industry is built on a highly structured and sometimes oppressive system. Taehyung's confession opened a door that had been almost never touched on. That even superstars can feel powerless in a large system that controls them. What will happen next? After this interview went viral, many were waiting for an official response from HYBE. But until now, there has been no direct clarification given. Speculation continues to emerge. Will there be a wave of changes within the agency? Will other BTS members also speak up? Taehyung closed his interview with a sentence that continues to resonate in the hearts of fans. "We are human, and we are tired of having to always pretend to be strong." This sentence is not just a personal confession. This is a call from within the industry, an alarm that may have been ringing all along, but has only now really been heard. Ripples spread, from interview to movement. It didn't take long for Taehyung's interview to trend globally. Hashtags like "We Stand With Taehyung," HYBE Transparency, and "Letty Dolls Speak" dominated the timelines of Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Video clips, screenshots of Taehyung's sharp sentences, and emotional reactions from fans flooded social media. Not only ARMY, entertainment industry observers and former trainees began to speak up. Some say that Taehyung's statement is nothing new in the glitz of the K-pop industry. It's just that no one has dared to say it this bluntly. If Taehyung can feel like that, imagine what idols who aren't as popular as him go through, commented an anonymous former trainee on an online forum. His words hit home a truth that has long been kept quiet. that not all that glitters is gold. Fellow members' support? Speculation grew wilder as other BTS members began to show implicit support. RM, the leader who is known for being diplomatic, uploaded a photo with a short caption, "Time to talk, not just to perform." Jimin and Jungkook, while not commenting directly, were caught liking posts that supported transparency and the mental health of artists. Suga, who is known to be open about his struggles with depression and industry pressures, even re-uploaded Taehyung's video clip with heart and fire emojis. The public began to wonder, is this the beginning of BTS's silent revolution against the old system? Are the members starting to use their global influence to change the industry structure that has raised them but also oppressed them? HYBE. Silence or prepare. Meanwhile, HYBE is still choosing to remain silent. No press releases, no clarifications. Even the company's official account seems to avoid this discussion, continuing to post promotional content as usual, which only makes netizens even more furious. The lack of response only reinforces the suspicion that there is a major problem being orchestrated behind the scenes. A source said that HYBE's PR team is very busy preparing an official narrative, but the agency has been in a critical state since Taehyung's interview aired. More than just a confession, this is a symbol. What makes this moment so shocking is not just who is speaking, but when and how he is doing it. At the peak of his career with more creative freedom than ever before, Taehyung chose to speak not just about art or love, but about the sense of injustice that silences many voices in the industry. And the public responded. Discussions that used to be whispered in anonymous forums are now raging in the public space. Topics such as one-sided contracts, psychological pressure, overworking, media manipulation, and how idols often have no control over their own careers are now the main topics of discussion. Even several international media outlets, such as the BBC, CNN, and Rolling Stone, have covered the controversy. How has the world reacted? Several labor rights organizations in South Korea have begun to highlight the case. An online petition to revise legal protections for K-pop artists has reached over 500,000 signatures in just 3 days. Academics, psychologists, and industry experts have been invited to discuss the issue on national talk shows. They have called Taehyung's statement a trigger for a cultural shift in the South Korean entertainment industry, from a hierarchical and corporatist system to one that is more humane and transparent. Taehyung, a symbol of a new generation. For many, Taehyung is no longer just a vocalist with a soothing voice or stunning visuals. He has become a symbol of courage, a figure who chose to speak out when he could have remained silent and still be adored. With one interview, he changed the narrative. He demanded something simple yet revolutionary: humanity. The end or the beginning? The question now is no longer about HYBE or BTS. The question is this just a momentary wave of controversy or the beginning of a larger movement? Will the industry truly change? Or will it cover up its wounds with a fake smile like it has for years? One thing is clear: the world has heard, and there's no silence. I just want to be heard. Now, the world has heard you, Taehyung, and the world will never be the same again. Are you ready to face the truth that's been hidden behind the stage lights? Because this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. The end. The beginning of change? Is this the beginning of a sea change in K-pop? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, Taehyung has opened up a space for a more honest, more human, and more important conversation. And now, the eyes of the world are on HYBE, and every step they take from here. Because when someone like Taehyung speaks, with pain, with courage, and with hope, the world has no choice but to listen.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger.